What are some of your cool husband-wife moments? 1. During my initial days of pregnancy, like every woman, I too face vomiting issues throughout the day. I will mostly be drained out irrespective of whatever food I have at night. I will vomit, fell asleep. My weight started reducing drastically. So my hubby used to keep alarm at midnight 1 a.m., 2 a.m., to bring glass of milk for me. I won't even have strength to drink. But he forcefully feed it in my mouth. Cause it was the only time where food stays in my stomach. At second, third trimesters, I found lot of discomfort to sleep because of tummy size. Also my baby is very much active whenever I am in bed. So to make me sleep, he used to tell me bedtime stories. Though it's a known story, I wanted to hear from him daily as I love his narrating skill. Exclamation mark on hearing. Me my baby inside will sleep peacefully within short time. Though it's crazy, I found it very lovely now. He took care of me well more than my mom. I never felt the absence of my mom whenever I was with him. 2. Our house in India is pretty big and has a very large courtyard. In front and in back too. My husband gets up late, he is on holidays, and walks in his boxer. He is a shameless fellow. I tell him to brush his teeth in the back courtyard. Opposite to our home, there is a family, where a young girl, maybe in her early 20s, came a few days ago. Maybe she is guest there. My dear husband told me once, Smita, this girl looks at me in that way. I was wrathful, told him, as you are getting older, your piece of brain is also going away along with your hair. Then he was kind of disappointed and told me, you check out from tomorrow. I forgot. Next day, before reaching to the wash basin, he called me and told you see. As soon as I arrived, that girl rushed back. I was like, okay, why? This is a coincidence in our dirty mind, or maybe she is just making fun of him because of his stupid outfit. But the wife inside me was a bit curious now. Next day morning, as soon as he got up, our eyes met and we both burst into laughter. Again he went to brush his teeth and after a few seconds she arrived, and then as I came in front she stood firm, this time literally staring at him. Now, this was kind of awkward and irritating for me. I strictly told him, they are our neighbors and whoever that girl is, I don't want this 9 mataka, I game. Now, tomorrow onwards you will use the other wash basin. He laughed and laughed. I eventually forgot this, and after a few days we kept washing machine in this courtyard and were washing lots of clothes. The dear husband was helping me. That girl reappeared and again she is staring directly at him, quite shamelessly. In fact, my mother-in-law was also there for a few minutes. Of course Mill didn't notice her. Now, this made me angry. I was turning red. My husband smiled and told, my hair only falling and the brain is still intact it seems. Meanwhile, that girl is again looking at us. No, at him actually, continuously. My husband pulled me closer, looked left and then right and kissed me. Lol. In 13 years of my marriage he never did anything like this, and we are not that kind of couple who walks hand in hand or display a lot of affection publicly. I was shocked and happily embarrassed. I came inside. We have a cool husband-wife relationship. We share such things with each other and solve the matters in most unexpected ways. Needless to mention, that girl stopped standing there. I'm not sure what was the reason for that stare, but yes, this gave me a reason once more to say we share a cool relationship. 3. I stood near the door of the huge wedding hall when I saw heads turn in one direction. A woman walked in with a huge smile on the face. Her husband and a kid followed her. She hugged the bride and congratulated the groom. 2 of my husband's friends came near me and whispered, that's R. You know K's. They said winking. That's her? I asked stunned. Yes. Should I call K? They asked. Yes, please. They giggled amongst themselves. They called my husband and stated I was asking for him. That's the girl you had a major crush on? I asked as he came and stood next to me. Oh yes. R. Damn. She is pretty. Long curly hair, chiseled features, and what a lovely smile. I said, ah yes, gorgeous right? Husband's friends giggled again behind us. I can see what you saw in her. I remarked. I know right? She is still beautiful. Absolutely. And she is so slim. She hasn't even put on weight after the baby. Haha yes. She still looks the same after so many years. Nice. Good choice. I said. Hey, by the way, did you get the what? His friends come in between us. That's it? Aren't you going to feel bad or jealous? They asked me, catching me off guard. Husband laughed. He is married to me, not her. Why should I be jealous? I asked smiling. One of them punched my husband and the other playfully touched his feet. Matcha, where and how did you find her? They asked, referring to me. Secret, he said and grinned at them. I looked at him puzzled, because online wouldn't sound good. 4. Wife woke up last night to use the restroom. When she came back I asked if she needs anything as she was not keeping well from last few days. Me said, lovingly, do you need anything? She said, rudely, a little space to sleep will be kind enough. Exclamation mark. Me said, facepalm moment. I realized I managed to capture the whole bed by sleeping diagonally in just a matter of few minutes when she left for washroom. 5. During our initial days of marriage myself and my man used to stay alone in Chennai. My in-laws stayed at Coimbatore. After our daughter was born my mother-in-law came with us to take care of our daughter. During the times when we were alone, my man, almost every day, used to ask for an omelet. I take 2 eggs, add onion, chili and other stuff and prepare the omelet mixture ready. While pouring the mixture in pan I always fail to pour exactly half of it. The result will always be one big omelet and one smaller one. My man one day noticed this, and he took the smaller one. I was pregnant at that time. On the other hand I snatched the smaller one from him and gave him the bigger one. It kinda became a petty fight every day. One day I wantonly took the bigger one in my plate. He thought I took the smaller one and swapped the plates as usual. Mission success! Exclamation mark. Somehow he knew that, and so he usually takes both the omelets in both hands and weighs them approximately and transfers me the one which seems to be larger in weight. How sweet of him. In due course of time I mastered in preparing 2 omelets of equal size and mass, yet I chose to prepare them of unequal size so that my man gets a bigger one. Even now when my mother-in-law starts preparing for omelet I will snatch the pan from her to prepare my special omelet. Her mind voice, even after these many years she don't know how to prepare 2 equal-sized omelets. My man always wins this omelet war. Means I always get the bigger one in spite of what evil plans I make. So omelet moment is one of our cool husband-wife moments. P.6. We were planning on for a baby from 3 years but we never got positive result. When we consulted an infertility expert, they said it is case of unexplained infertility and to try for EOI. We tried EOI and it failed. I was inconsolable. I cried like there is nothing left in our lives. My husband was consoling me, and the conversation goes like this. He said, "See, don't cry so much. There is nothing lost in life. We are not even 30. Don't lose hope." Me said, "I am waiting to see positive result from 1 year and I am broken every time." He said, "What if we don't have a baby? You are my queen and always remain my queen. I will take care of you so well that I will carry you wherever you go." Me said, irritated, "Am I a dead body to carry? You think I don't have legs? Don't try to butter me. I won't yield for your words. You don't understand my pain." He said on hearing, "Am I a dead body?" Bursted out laughing and repeated my lines again. The very next moment, in between the pain too, I started laughing my heart out. I forgot all the pain I had. I cherish this moment every time. He told that to console me, but I took the other way round. And I never repent for my misunderstanding because it made my day. 7. Okay, so this happened this weekend itself. We are newly married and have shifted to a new place. And since moving in we have been decorating the house to make it our home. We recently brought few plants to be kept in the balcony. It is his duty to water the plants as I leave really very early for office. This Saturday, after having lunch together, I went to clean up the plates. Once I was done, he came to me with a glass of water and kept on pestering me to drink. I drank and thanked him and asked him how did he figure out that I was thirsty. He simply smirked and said, "Mujhe hai mir sare podho ko pani pilana hota hain." Translation: I have to water all my little plants. So yup, I am one of his little plants. There are several other incidents where the love of my life is extremely cute or cool. I am insomniac. It is extremely difficult for me to fall asleep, but he has noticed that talking to me in calm and soothing voice helps me sleep. So whenever I have trouble sleeping he would talk to me, tell me funny incidents, talk about the days when we dated, and enact me the story of Harry Potter in a funny manner, as I'm a huge Potterhead. So yeah, that's our story.